at Disawi Kanda in Accra coming up this morning. One in critical condition with over 20 students from the Obuasi Senior High Technical School in police grips after student and community clashed at Sokobane in the Ashanti region.
Messi, some of us in Casadia Nola, some Bienio, one Casadia, Yanumina Biko Mariachi.
We'll hear from a man whose nephew is critically injured. Also this morning, board of the International Monetary Fund later today expected to take a vote on Ghana's request for a financial bailout. Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta and BOG Governor Dr. Ernest Addison are in Washington and wait for the approval. And much later, 10% reduction in transport fares to kick in today despite resistance from some drivers.
Abandon so no because they interfere lot of first and then in arguing so say about all the first with party and then from pure water everything in kick on obianso and tenediaso.
Meanwhile, the Ghana Committed Drivers Association and the international drivers are asking their members to ignore the directive to have fares reduced. We have details of these stories and a lot more if you stay with us for the next 10 minutes. A pleasure that you could be a part of this morning's bulletin. It's streaming live on Facebook. Our handles 3FM927, also live on our numerous affiliates across the country. I am Eric Mawuena Egbeta. Let's get into the details now, because one person is in critical condition after students of the Obuasi Senior High Technical School clashed with some resident of Sokobane in the Kumasi metropolis. According to an eyewitness, a bus conveying the students from the Babayara Sports Stadium also hit with an object, breaking the side glass window. The student then went on rampage. 2 people were allegedly attacked, a bus conductor and a hawker. The condition of the former was on the brink and had to be rushed to the Komfanochi Teaching Hospital. The police subsequently intervened, rounding up 20 students. An uncle of the critically injured has been threatening chaos should anything happen to his nephew.
Some of us in Casadia Nola, some Bienio, one Casadia, Yanumina Biko Mariachi.
So that's the man speaking and essentially stating that should his nephew get better, there will be no need for any response. But if that doesn't happen, then there would be repercussions. The police, meanwhile, has refused to comment on the matter, but has intensified patrol in Sokobane and Ampabem in the Kumasi metropolis. Away from this, and board of the International Monetary Fund are today expected to take a vote in granting Ghana a $3 billion extended credit facility. Today's expected approval follows an agreement reached with the Paris Club and China for financing assurances after Ghana successfully negotiated debt restructuring on the domestic and international fronts. My colleague Sani Abdul Rahman has been providing more details from his base in Washington.
We have the strongest of indication that the program would be approved when the IMF Executive Board meets later this morning. Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta and Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Ernest Addison, have all been here to log the deal, and they have done just that. Ordinarily, a statement or news conference would have followed right after the approval, but the parties have chosen to hold a presser on Thursday. We'll get to know what the modalities of the $3 billion loan are, i.e. the terms of the loan, which would guide the disbursement of the facility. Remember, the first tranche is $600 million, and the rest of the 5 tranches would only be released if the government successfully implements the policy reforms agreed, but also importantly, if the bilateral and private creditors agree to a debt restructuring well in time.
My colleague Sani Abdul Rahman with those details. And away from that, transport fares are this morning expected to see a 10% reduction. It follows the statement Monday night issued by the road transport operators, where the said the reduction affects shared taxis, intracity, trotro, and intercity and haulage vehicles. But some drivers have been raising objections to the decision by their leadership to reduce transport fares. Some of them have been speaking to 3FM.
Abano so no because they interfere lolly fares so ene ne nyaadwen so say better lolly fares so party a and from pure water ebesi ne nkeka ho obia so ente ne dia so
santo kwa na dey ba Ghana aba mpanyapanifoɔ ne pamochɔw ɔmomoa because enu ne adwuma yɛ so yɛ de yɛ me ma nko school anju akyire timi kwatra office ala mitumi agye adwuma anyɛ enu ne mate ame yɛ de me ya de akɔ pension timi sra ban ana mpanifoɔ ne sɛ me fa ne de ɔmote so ɛmoaye
ɛkɔ top bibia ɛkɔ top entino sa ko ba sa re de aye na anytime bi aye ho be kire yen ente wo say yan titi bibia so se na medical care asichire anwa emu bibia boa den.
So some drivers there obviously not enthused with the decision for transport fares to reduce. Meanwhile though, the Ghana Commuter Drivers Association and International Drivers and Road Transport Union of the TUC have asked their members not to respect the statement asking for a reduction from today. The statement reads that we want to put on record that this decision was taken by the two individuals in their private capacities without the knowledge of their chairman and members, and also without the approval of the Minister for Transport and, for that matter, the Ministry of Transport. To make matters even worse for us, the National Petroleum Authority has just increased the Unified Petroleum Price Fund (UPPF) from 47 pesos to 75 pesos per litre on petrol and diesel, and fuel market margins from 4 pesos to 9 pesos per litre on petrol and diesel, effective May 16. This latest development must be obvious to all and sundry that the oil marketing companies and the LPG marketers would definitely pass on the new increases by the NPA to private transport operators. We therefore wish to call on all private commercial transport operators not to reduce their transport fares. We are not breaking even, and any decision for us to reduce our fares will collapse our already fragile transport businesses. That's the position of the Ghana Commuter Drivers Association and International Drivers and Road Transport Union. We see what they make of this in the coming days. Away from this, political science analyst Professor Ransford Jampo has commended the opposition National Democratic Congress for upholding the result of the K2 North primaries. Eric Mawuena has been declared winner of the primaries according to a decision of a special committee chaired by the NDC chair Johnson Asiedu Nketia after a meeting with all parties in the disputed parliamentary elections. We hear from Professor Ransford Jampo shortly, but first here's Fifi Kweti announcing the decision by the party.
We therefore were in a position to say that what the voters had expressed in the original counting that happened actually is the authentic expression of the will of the people of Kettle.
That's the General Secretary of the NDC speaking to 3FM. Professor Jampo says the decision of the party is a step in the right direction.
And so I'm excited, I'm happy about this. The moment Adam Agbana, when he was interviewed, indicated that he contested and, against all odds, and that the party leadership at the regional level and at the constituency level all schemed against him, I knew that something like that, victorious. Sometimes in electoral contestation, if the margin of victory is that slim and you know that people schemed against you and you win, you are required to sound conciliatory and magnanimous.
Professor Ransford Jampo there. And away from this, the National Disaster Management Organization and its officials are yet to put in frantic efforts to search and rescue some illegal miners who are believed to be trapped under an illegal mining pit at Kolete, Takoso in the Brim North district of the Eastern region. 10 of the illegal miners have so far been rescued according to eyewitnesses. 7 of them have been confirmed dead and 3 in critical condition. A mining expert said Walashime contends some of these accidents can be prevented with the right support.
By this time, we should have institutions that are capable of managing these issues, they will happen, but it could be minimized. We have a mines department under the Minerals Commission. Their duty is supposed to make sure that our mining activities are safe and that they don't pose threats to our lives and the environment. That department must be strengthened with the needed resources, both human and material.
Seth Walashime is the mining consultants ending this morning's edition of the news here on 3FM 92.7. As always, a lot more news if you log on to 3news.com. Johnny Hughes and the rest of the Sunrise team, they are up next on your radio. Do stay tuned to the best breakfast in the capital.